All right, guys, we are back again today. No bum, just homeless. We are downtown Wilmington, right?
Wilmington.
Wilmington, North Carolina?
Yeah, Wilmington, North Carolina, yeah.
Okay, nice, nice. What's your name, my guy?
My name is Ryan Grimes.
Ryan, how's
Yes.
it going, bro?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good, my friend. How old are you?
I'm 33, sir.
33 years old. Man, how long have you been out here on the streets, bro?
Over 10 years.
10 years?
Off and on over 10 years. The last 5 years, I've been out here homeless.
Okay, nice, man. Wow. 10 years, a whole decade. So
Yeah,
you must have seen a lot.
I've been through a lot, yeah.
Yeah. Are you originally from here?
Yes.
Born and raised and stuff?
Well, as far as military-wise, yes.
Okay, nice, man. Do you have family out here now?
Yes, I still have family out here.
Do your family see you out here on the streets trying to survive?
They do, but due to the setting of, life and things of, natural disaster, I can't live with them or be assisted by them.
Okay. Natural disaster.
Yeah, as far as I grew up through foster care, not really knowing my family, very, being home with them and things of that nature.
Man, how long ago was that? Well, not how long ago. How long have you been in the foster system?
Well, I was in it from the time I was like 7 or 8 years old until I got out at like 19.
At 19?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you have kids and stuff?
No, not that I know of.
Not that you know of? For sure.
Spiritually, yeah.
Yeah, spiritually. Yes, sir. So what do you do day to day out here to survive?
The typical things, man. I hustle, not to be rude, I hustle. I try to do odd and end jobs to help people if they have work. If I have time or, I'm trying to get myself together, I had to get my ID and stuff back to be able to go to work. But, I have a lot of dysfunctions with, like personal things that I got to handle to be able to try to focus in life to work.
Yeah.
So
you don't have an ID right now?
No, I have an ID now.
Oh, okay. Man. So you just okay, so right now we on the side of the street. I see you panhandling, trying to make ends meet for like day to day, right?
Yes, sir.
How often do you do that?
Well, I don't usually panhandle. This is like the third or fourth time I've ever done it in my life.
Oh, okay.
I don't like asking people for things. I'd rather work for them.
I feel that.
So it don't develop a persona about my background and whatnot.
Yeah.
I do try to pursue other things besides just standing on the corner holding a sign.
Yeah.
But a lot of the judgmental comes from the background of the things that we do, so they don't typically want to help us because of that. So I guess it's more of an introduction to them.
Yeah. So the times you do come out here and ask for help and stuff, like how long will that last per day? Like how long can someone expect to see you out here per day? Like 2 hours, 5 hours?
It all depends. I'm up and down the road, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't try to stay in one spot for too long.
Yeah.
Sometimes I might kick back and just, hang out just to, relax my mind and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't really try to like sit out here and hold no sign, you know what I'm saying? Like to bother people.
Yeah. I understand, man. So you've been out here for 10 years.
Yeah.
The same city?
Nah, different places.
Okay. How long have you been here for?
I've been back home for about 5.5 years.
5.5 years?
Yeah, something like that.
Man. So have you seen your family like driving down these streets and stuff?
Yeah, I have. There's times they stop and there's times they haven't. And right now, I guess my family is kind of like incapable of being able to drive because of car trouble and whatnot. So
Yeah.
my mom stays like 14 miles outside of town. So.
Oh, wow. So those times they didn't stop, were they like upset, embarrassed, or like you embarrassed, or like what?
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing because when people of the neighborhood and the town that know my family, you know what I'm saying, they know I'm out here. They know I have problems. They know I'm, no offense, I'm kind of like, I do drugs here and there. So I do have my addictions and my problems.
Yeah.
So they judge me upon my addictions and my problems instead of the things that they know I've done, the things I'm capable of doing. But
the good side of you, right?
Right, they always point out my bad, you know what I'm saying? So when I try to get them to see the good side of my life, you know what I'm saying, that's what I want them to notice. Instead of always portraying me to be the bad guy, you know?
Yeah. So what's your choice of a drug or drugs?
I mean, crystal methamphetamines, I mean, weed is my number one all, you know what I'm saying?
Weed?
But yeah, I
But
mean, I've explored with cocaine, a little bit of acid, crystal methamphetamines, shrooms, I mean, just different things, like.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's about like pills and all that stuff. Like,
Yeah. Would you say you're a functioning addict or?
Yes, I'm a very functioning addict.
Okay, awesome,
Yeah.
awesome.
I was raised, my military wise, I was raised on water.
Say it again?
I was raised on water.
Okay.
Military wise, here, like, from basically Jefferson Parish, which is Louisiana, which, you know, but military wise, it would be here.
Okay.
So my story, you know what I'm saying, I've had a lot of injuries by, you know what I'm saying, government that I don't express to nobody else because of, you know, I guess it bothers them.
Right.
So, you know, sometimes you don't really know who you have behind you trying to help you, but they try to give me answers, but they won't give me the correct answer because of the 9/11 and all that stuff. So they won't tell me none of the information that I need to know. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't really know a whole lot about my family background.
Yeah.
You know, but the drugs is what I do in order to try to, you know, it's not for me to cope. It's just something that I like to do.
Yeah.
You know, pass this time, you know what I'm saying? I kick with my friends. I feel like I'm not left out because most of my friends do recreational things.
Yeah.
So I want them to feel like, oh, well, you don't do what we do, so we don't hang out with you type thing. You know what I'm saying? But I've been getting high for years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's say somebody had drugged my cocaine one time with crystal methamphetamines, which led me on my path to the last 10 years pretty much being on ice.
Wow. So
you know?
Someone laced you and now you're like, you know what?
Yeah, I just
did it for you, right?
Yeah.
I feel it. So for a functioning addict like yourself, right? Yeah. You're very intelligent, man. You know, and I got a question for you. Do you feel like you have the mental capability to just go cold turkey, or is that even an option for you?
I can. I just right now in my life it's not an option because, like I said, I've tried so hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like in this world and the things that I know that are really my life.
Yeah.
The things that I do have, but the government refuses to give to me.
Okay.
Because I guess whatever purpose on their end. Like I said, I wasn't broke at one point in time, but I guess with all the stuff that's been going on in my life, that's what's led me to where I am now.
Yeah.
Now, I want to quit. But I just like I said, right now I just don't think that's gonna be what I do. You
know? Yeah. Man, where do you see yourself in the next 2 years?
Next 2 years? Oh, I'll be in a car somewhere.
Nice.
I ain't gonna say a house because you know what I'm saying. It's gonna take a lot of buckling down to be able to get myself together.
I think that's possible, man. I definitely think it's possible because I'm feeling your energy, bro, and I feel like you can really do anything you really want to do. It just seems like sometimes you battle with yourself. Is that true?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, for sure. I can sense that, man. So, man, best wishes for you, man.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. If my subscribers would like to help out in any type of way as far as donations, money, housing, car,
anything helps, man.
Anything like that. Do you have a Cash App, email, phone number, Facebook, anything?
I got a phone number. That's all I have.
Phone number. You're down to put it out there?
I can. I got it. I don't know. It's in my bag, man. I don't know it actually right offhand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but is there any way I can get it? You can put it in there? Or?
Oh yeah, for sure. I got you. I'll definitely put it in the description, man.
Okay, I appreciate it.
So if your family sees this, or friends, or someone who really, really loved you and cared about you,
yes, sir,
and haven't seen you or heard from you, do you have anything you would like to say to them before we end this?
I mean, I miss them. I love them. I wish them the best. I'm going to continue trying to do my best to do for them. You know what I'm saying? To pray for them and love them and, you know what I'm saying, be there in spirit, you know what I'm saying, in heart. And I do my best to, better myself. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that will change their mindset of me if they have a preference of me. And
yes, sir.
So I love everybody, love the world, you know what I'm saying? Hope we can keep, you know what I'm saying, making progress.
Yes, sir. I appreciate your time on No Bum, Just Homeless, man. Best wishes to you.
Thank you.
Keep your head up, my guy.
Yes, sir.